Hi everybody, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. Happy New Year to you. It has been a while. I got something going on there. I just seen that. Since I've got to get a video out to everybody. For those of you who have already subscribed to the channel, thank you. Thank you for hanging in there with me. 2022's ending was a little crazy, a little hectic for me. For those of you who have not yet liked or subscribed to the channel, please do so because you're going to get notifications every time a video gets posted. I am hoping, for those of you who had seen my last video, I think I got maybe two of them out in December. After Thanksgiving, I got that god-awful cold respiratory thing that was going on. I still, a month later, have a little bit of the cough thing going on. It's almost gone, thank goodness. But for those of you who have seen one of the prior videos, you know I had a loved one who was ill, and unfortunately, he passed away. So that happened right before Christmas. So guys, my hiatus that I took was between me getting healthy, being with my family and my kiddo during that time, and dealing with what was transpiring at the time because we didn't know he was ill until right after Thanksgiving, and then by Christmas he had passed away. So you know, it's just one of those things in life, and we had some things to take care of and still kind of wrapping up some loose ends, but we're on the mend there. So for those of you that have stuck by, and I apologize for kind of going on, you know, MIA for December, but understand that I did have some family things going on that required my attention. We don't get those moments back. And then of course, if I'm pouring from an empty vessel, I'm not able to give you guys anything that you need. So I appreciate your love and your support. The people that have reached out to me as well. You know, it means the world. It really, truly does. But we're in a new year. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas and a wonderful New Year's Eve. I hope everyone stayed safe, healthy, and well. Didn't make any stupid decisions over the New Year's. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. This is going to be a daily collective reading. This is January 2nd. It's Monday. I actually know the date today. So we'll see how long that lasts, right? So yeah, let's dive into a collective. Planning on getting some stuff out. I'm not going into great detail. Things will be changing a little bit. And we're just going to work on getting all these videos out to you guys. And you know, use your discernment. Some things are meant for you. Some things are not. This is a collective video. Part of this message may resonate, maybe none of it will at all. Who knows? It's gonna, you know your life better than I do always. What else? Subscribe. Just subscribe to the channel. And again, I appreciate all of your love and support over the past month or so, where things got, you know, they were difficult to say the least. So, all right, guys, let's see. Wasting no time here this morning. Root chakra, are we balanced? Are we stable? Are we getting our shit together? You know, it's new year, new me, right? I will say this to you guys as well. On that note, resolutions. Everybody resolves to make changes. We're going to work out. We're going to lose weight. We're going to quit smoking. We're going to, you know, all these different things. Do not, the one thing that I learned years ago, I was twice the size that I am now at one point in my life. And it's not about resolving to make a resolution. It's about lifestyle change. So if you want whatever changes you're taking forward with you, know that it cannot be like a diet. Like who the hell ever sticks to a diet? You diet, you lose 10 pounds, you go back, you got to start over again because you're back to eating the same shit food you did before. It's always going to be a lifestyle change. If you want to see long-term goals, it's a change. It's a lifestyle change. It's within you, right? So with that root chakra, our stability, our basis, what it is that we're building on, our foundations, right? Gaia, the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Spirit keeps saying rejuvenation. So for each of you, you know, that may resonate differently. But with that root chakra, make sure you're grounding at this time. You know, I feel like for some of you, there's a lot of grounded energy. For others of you, you're finding some new bearings. New year, new bearings, new, you know, that renewal, that rejuvenation. All right, Spirit, for the collective, please. Dance and song. We're talking about dancing. Thank you, Spirit. Dancing and song. So if you like to dance, you know, your body just may be asking you to create movement that interconnects with the earth around you. You know, I know it's kind of cold in a lot of places right now, but if you can get your feet out, you know, I know like where we're at, the weather has been a little bit nicer because last week an Eskimo suit wouldn't keep me warm. This week I'm in a t-shirt. So that's just the way that it is. But if you can get out and enjoy some nature and dance and song and feel good, and I just feel a lot of movement taking place, a lot of energy just shifting, that requires you to be free flowing, that requires the energetic movement of the body. Because it's kind of like, and it's funny, it's a 10 and a 1, right? 10 breaks down to a 1, endings and beginnings, right? Endings and new beginnings. They go hand in hand. All right, for the collective. Discernment. Using your discernment there. I'm going to pull one more on that one. Somebody may have their eye on you, or you may have your eye on somebody else as well. It's almost kind of like you're examining key points to something that is, it's something that you can speak about finally. And I use the word finally because that's how it feels. It's like you've sat back for a very prolonged period of time. Oh gosh, excuse me, goodness. You've sat back for a prolonged period of time that has required you, Spirit is saying, to learn how to speak. So whether it's speaking your truth, there's a lot of blue with this Gaia energy, throat chakra energy there. Learning how to take the confidence, the power, the things that you have learned and gained, and knowing that you're going to make more sound decisions in the future. Not being afraid to stand up for what's right, not being afraid to stand up for yourself, not being afraid to speak how you're feeling. Like I feel like there's just a whole new level of growth. And I'm not surprised to see this with the new year, right? So let's see the collective, please. Perception. You're seeing, speaking, hearing, understanding things in a very different fashion. If it creates problematic situations for you, if you're feeling pressure, if you're feeling like you're being put off, if you feel like you're not getting the full truth of things, it's not serving you anymore, and you're fully aware that these situations are not for you. And understand that through this, where you're voicing, you know, when you start to create boundaries, you're going to find out who was overstepping those boundaries for a very long time. Those are going to be the people that you're going to struggle with, that you're going to have some issues with, simply because they're not gaining what they did at one point, because you're like, this is how I feel. Where you may have not said anything, you were quiet and just kind of went with it. You may be changing that up. I do feel like that this may partake in a relationship, and for some of you this may involve father type of energy, where you're finally speaking your truth. You're finally saying, this is how I feel, and you're doing it in a very loving manner. But I feel like this particular person that you're dealing with, they're not happy. They're not happy. Yeah, chaos. It's creating chaos in a given situation. But you understand, like when a storm comes in, whether it's a hurricane, a tornado, or whatever, fires, all these crazy things that are destructive, it's cleaning out. It's wiping down. It's destroying everything down to the very basics again. Stripping away all of the old things that are just, you know, they're just gone, right? They're either not worked or something has happened. And through that, you know, you see success, you see love, you see the things that are meant for you, that loyalty to yourself. So, you know, for some of you, you may be dealing with people outside of yourself who, they don't like the changes that you're implementing. Spirit is saying resolve to change, but yet not to change the changes that you're making. So basically, I take that as, don't go backwards. If you feel like you're being met with some friction and some resentments or some hostilities or some pushback, you're being tested to stand your ground. You get to rewrite, you get to rebuild, you get to redo every single thing that you're working on. Don't let somebody else derail what it is that you're working on for yourself, because you're headed towards successful achievement. Yet another, well, that's a 3, and then 10 there. 33 and 30 again. So lots of 3s, lots of 1s, lots of 10s, right? 3s to me are always about answered prayers, is how I take those. So let's see. Hope and playful, yeah. I do feel for some of you, you are taking a more, the energy is serious in the sense that you mean what you say, right? But I don't feel like you are in a heavy state. You may be getting in touch with more emotional energy, the High Priestess of Water and the Moon. Those are all cards of our emotions, bringing something to light, feeling the flow, feeling the movement, understanding that with new beginnings comes new opportunities, new ways of doing things. So take a playful approach to what it is that you're doing, and just let it flow, let it do what it does, right? Like I always say, let it do what it does, what it needs to do for you. All right, so let's see here. Let's do some clarification on the chaos, hope, and playful energy. And then we're gonna wrap this up. And then I also see 444, chaos. So the 9 of Cups comes out, and it's clarifying chaos, right? And I hear Spirit say, oh gosh, I just lost it. Shit. It's kind of like I wish a mother would, like, please be on your way. Because if I think for some of you, this is a point of, and you got 9-9 there with Queen of Pentacles, like, I don't need you. This is very independent energy. So again, clearing that slate, starting anew, is like, I wish you would just go. Like, if someone's been, like, it feels like as if somebody is coming in and going, well, I'll just leave. You're like, please go. Like, all of a sudden there's this newfound freedom to going, please just go. If this is where we're at, just go. So for some of you, you may be saying new year, new me, new beginnings, no more bullshit. This may be like an emotional tactic that somebody else has used as well in the past, going, I'll just leave. You watch me, I'll just pack my bags and go. And it's like, please just go. Like, don't threaten me anymore. Just go. Just go. If you're gonna go, go. Let's get this over with, because I'm okay. I do feel like you might be a little emotionally disconnected in that sense, and it's like all of a sudden those, death card. Let's create that ending, right? You got to go. You may be in a space where the emotional aspect of this situation isn't quite hitting home yet, and it won't for, I'm going to say 3 to 4 weeks for some reason. That's what's coming up. But you're in a very profound place of, that's okay, just go, and I'll deal with the rest of it later, because right now is not the time. I'm not going to allow my emotions to rule my conscious decision making. Like, there's going to be a balance between the heart and the head space that it's going to give me hope. Like, the world's my oyster, right? You could be moving on, wait. I'm hearing waiting for the world to change. There's what John Mayer sang, that song, waiting for the world to change. So that could be something for that to come up. So, but also understand, if you're one of those people who are always waiting for something else or somebody else to change, you can only give that a time frame of so long, whatever works for you. But also understanding that if the world around you is not changing, then you need to be the change that you wish to see in the world. Cliche statement, I know, but it's the truth. Like, if the people and the things around you are not changing and you're sick of being in a given situation, you have to make those changes. You have to decide what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. And you have to make the final judgment call there. And that could be, part of that decision process as well. That's still a decision. It's taking action in a given direction. Getting clear, that Mother of Swords behind it, and the Two of Swords coming out of that indecision. Like, if you're going to go, let's complete this. Let's get on with life, right? Through that, we've got hope. And it's funny, I got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords in reverse. It's weird because I don't typically, you look at traditional meanings of cards, but I read intuitively as well. To me, this is like no more gameplay. Like, you're no longer playing games, and then you've got that judgment underneath there, decisions, right? Like, making it, again, another final judgment call, as I just said, where again, life is not necessarily serious, but yet there is this need to be discerning, that discernment of what it is that you desire, because playing small with your life is no longer an option for you. Like it's like all of a sudden there's I have no shits to give attitude where you know, whether you're just tired, I feel like it's almost a state of numb or just fed up. But it's funny because I also feel this very significant space of balance and peace in Scorpio and Libra. No, Scorpio. So if you're a Scorpio, this may resonate for you. And I don't know why they're saying the 4th house, but that's weird. I usually don't get stuff like that, but that could be for you. So Scorpio or Scorpio in the 4th house of your chart. But anyhow, so Spirit is saying, so messages are coming in, so bear with me for a second here. So they're saying that your emotions are ruling, right? They have been a ruling factor for such a long, long time that all of a sudden this shift is taking place. It's a beautiful shift because you've been through it. You've got the 9 of Wands sitting behind the Judgment. It's been a long fought, hard journey to get to wherever it is. And you don't have to be a Scorpio to resonate with this reading, right? Like, this isn't a reading for Scorpio. This is collective, but that may stick out for you for some reason. 999, you know, like, again, almost an ending there. Independent energy. You fought the fight. You've got to where you need to be. No more of this immature energy. Like, you're seeing people for who they are. And if they're playing, it's almost like you being a 30-year-old CEO and you're dealing with people who are just coming out of high school that have no understanding of life, maybe. You know, I don't mean that in a negative sense towards anybody, so despite your age. But what I'm simply saying is, like, there's this maturity that you have. There's people around you that lack that maturity. And it's going, okay, there's a new way to do things. And I'm cutting these kinds of situations out. It's very interesting energy. So let's clarify. Playful. That came out like that. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra energy there. The King of Pentacles and Justice. And I did see the Queen. So in some underlying energy in there. What else we got? The 7 of Pentacles. Spirit is talking about making a wise investment. And I feel like this wise investment is into the self. This is going to be into you going, I know what is correct for me. I know what is right for me. I know what is just and what is fair for me. When you begin to understand your value, your worth, who you are, what you're capable of doing, when you stop playing small with people that are not capable of doing more for themselves, you're creating a balance. You are balancing out the scales. You have the mental clarity, the understanding, the discernment that you have created your stable foundation, right? That root chakra energy back in the beginning. You are seeing things in a very different light than you had in the past, and thus it's allowing you to open up to new possibilities. You also, for some of you too, Spirit is saying that you may be learning how to do things differently in the sense of playing and toying with different ideas, trying to find a way to balance things out for you when it comes to your money, your finances. They're saying to be careful with your investments, right? Be cautious of your investments. But whatever you do, as long as you are acting with a mental sharpness, that it will balance out for your well-being. Very interesting. I like that. I like that switch. I don't know, guys. Like, it's good stuff. I don't see anything bad. Like, standing up for yourself and doing what it is that you need to do, I think feels good for all of you, you know. And, you know, guys, even if these readings don't resonate for you, I encourage you to listen to them because, you know, even if it doesn't pertain to you today, you know, 6 months later, you know, tarot is timeless. You may be in a situation or something's going on where it's like almost like words of advice. Put it that way. Free advice. We'll call it that. All right, let's get some healing mantras. I think I'm going to get some, hopefully get some new decks this week maybe. We'll see, do some different things. All right, let's see. Guy flipped there. Polishing my heart. I don't think I've ever had this card come out in the deck. I love it. And I said to you about that emotions, right? It says feeling is a power that helps me heal. So yeah, allow yourself to feel these changes. You know, like I said, you may be in the space of feeling numb. And, you know, these mantras are meant to, you know, mantras and affirmations are a reminder to us to, these are the things to focus on and remind us of why we're doing the things that we're doing or what we're deserving of or what we're here for. So to me, to sit here and say to you through this reading that your emotions might be numb or you may not be feeling right now, feeling is going to help you heal whatever these past situations are, whatever these situations are that have come in and cleared out the slate from times before. If you've been in a state of an emotional numbness, allow yourself to open up and process the things around you. For some of you, I feel like you're opening. It's kind of like this pulsating energy of opening and then closing. So you're coming out to play, taking just enough with you. It's like, okay, I've got all I can take right now. I'm going to take this back. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to hermetize. I'm going to process this. And then I'm going to come out and play again. Allow yourself to feel and heal. And if you have to do it in small increments, like everybody is destined to do it in a different way. So allow yourself to feel. And if you have to kind of take a minute, go back to it. You know, so allow things to happen for you as they need to occur. Guys, you can't make this shit up, I swear to God. Seen that fall out of there? Healing heartbreak. My heart will love again. For some of you, like I said, there may have been disappointments of the past, situations that left you feeling perhaps a little bit angry. And through that, knowing that it's okay to love, it's okay to open up. I think you're going to have to be discerning about how you do that. You know, because if you're getting your footing again, you're reconnecting, you're learning how to be playful and dancing and stepping into lighthearted energy. To me, you've taken things very seriously for a very long time, probably because you had to. That kind of was like that survival. That root chakra is about our survival. It's what we're connected to, right? What our foundations are. And so now it's time to rebuild these foundations. It's time to be playful and creative. And when you're playful and you're in fun energy and music and dancing and movement and, you know, whatever works for you, you can go hiking or biking or, you know, whatever it is. You're allowing that creative process to open up to allow you to rebuild who you are. And not even necessarily rebuild, but just to build upon this new person that is emerging, the soul growth that you're having at this time. Allow that to open you up to new possibilities. All right, one more, Spirit. Okay, they said that's it. All right, that's it. We're going to leave it there. Spirit said that's it. All right, guys. I hope this reading resonated with you. I'm so happy to be back doing this. I'm looking forward to this wonderful new year. Channel-wise, I'm going to start incorporating a lot of other things from my own physical world here where I'm at in my business and the things that I do. So I'm excited to be able to do that with all of you guys in the near future. If this reading resonated, hit that subscribe button. You're going to get notifications. You'll hit the subscribe. You'll see the bell notifications every time a video gets posted. Not quite sure how I'm going to do these moving forward, but we will get videos, or I will get videos. Me and Spirit will get videos out to you. Thank you guys for your love and support again. It's life, right? You got to go with it. You got to go with it for what it is. And then I was going to say something else. Spirit is saying times are changing. Shift. You know, we've gone through a lot of shifts. Allow those shifts to take place. Don't fight them. Be in a state of flow. Be in a state of just, let this year be the year of acceptance for you. Accept things as they are, where they are. And I'll say this to you all. The one lesson I learned in 2022 is when people show you who they are, not tell you, when they show you, believe them. It's a real thing. And I can say from my own heartbreak experiences as well, you will heal and you will love and you will feel, and you take what you can, you do what you need, and you keep moving forward. Period. You just keep moving forward. You don't let anything else slow you down and create friction in your life that is not going to be serving of you in the long run. So, you know, you do what you got to do. You do what you need to do. All right, guys. I hope you have a fantastic Monday. I hope it is not crazy. Back to work, back to life, right after hopefully a holiday break. So you all take care of yourselves. I will see you soon. I'm wishing you the best week. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I'm sending you all of my love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye.